Well, hey everybody, this is Don from Wizard Tower Games. I'm with my wife Tina, and I hope everybody can hear us because we're kind of sharing a mic. I'm not wearing my microphone on my shirt. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight. We're going to talk about WizardCon, the game convention tonight, thus the new banner for the video. We had a meeting with the convention space today. We have a small change regarding it that they brought up that we didn't really think too much about. So I want to talk a little bit about that. I want to talk about the venue. We're going to get in a lot more detail about what's happening, what's going to be happening at the convention. We're going to be talking about answering any questions about the convention that we have. We're going to be having a link we're going to be posting tonight. Tabletop's events page is going live. Yay! Yep, tonight or maybe tomorrow at the latest. I've been down for a couple days due to a medical issue, but I'm back up running live and alive and well, as they say. So if you have trouble hearing us, let us know and we can adjust our mic. So WizardCon, the game convention, WizardCon. We met with the venue today, and the venue had a concern. They said, are you aware that the Sunday of your game convention is Easter? So their concern was they might have had a staffing issue for the convention on Sunday, because being a holiday, being a Christian holiday, if they may have trouble with staff, like getting the breakfast around or something like that. So we did some back and forth talking, and it is definitely happening April 25th, 26th, and 27th, 2025. This is a firm date. It's as firm as you can get because I signed the paperwork today. So we kind of redid it. We John Hancocked it. And this is definitely the date that's going to be happening. We're going to be adjusting all of our banners. We're going to be adjusting everything to kind of display the new date. Terry, how you doing tonight? Scott, how you doing? We're going to be talking about something really cool that Scott made and is providing us. So basically, it's going to be happening the 25th, 26th, and 27th, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be running from we have on our site 10 a.m., but it's really going to be opening up about 9 a.m. and running till 9 p.m. at night. So you got 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Friday, Saturday. Sunday, we're going to shut down at 3:30. That way, everybody can kind of get home, get situated. So we're going to be posting information on the WizardCon Facebook page and also the website going live also probably tomorrow or Thursday. We were going to have it done a day or two a little bit early, but like I said, I was just down for a while. So that's what's going on. Don, what state? It is in Michigan. It is my fault. My apologies. Paul, good question. It is in Kalamazoo, Michigan, at the 4 Point Sheraton. It is a nice hotel. They're doing a lot of really cool stuff for us. Okay. They really want this convention at the hotel. They really want it there. So they're going to be doing a special menu for the game convention. There's like an English pub style restaurant there called Potter's Pub and Restaurant. They are going to be doing full breakfast for anybody who has a hotel room there. We're going to be given a certain amount of vouchers that we can give people for free breakfast also. And the breakfast that they have there is not just cereal and some cold waffles. They do sausage, eggs, bacon, waffle. Yeah, ham. They do the whole kit and caboodle there. So it is a nice breakfast. So hotel rooms, again, we're going to have a special link that you're going to click on. We're going to have that in our tabletop events page. And I'm also going to put it on our Facebook page. My suggestion is if you want to get to this and get these rates, you're going to want to jump on these rates because their normal rates are $150 a night almost. They're doing them for $86 a night for a king single.
Yeah, they're accommodating us really well.
Yeah, they really wanted us there today. I was going to do a video, some kind of a weird story. I was going to do a video walkthrough of it today. I was going to do like starting from the gate because the convention main game room is one like the breakfast buffet area away from the vendor rooms. And I wanted to do a walkthrough to it. So I asked the guy, could I do a quick walkthrough? And he goes, not if you don't want to be arrested. I was like, what? The United States Secret Service was at the hotel today. It seems they had a big meeting there, some type of security meeting. I guess Biden's coming to Michigan. So they had some type of pre-planning event there. When we pulled in, it was jam-packed with like places from Virginia, Washington, D.C., Georgia. And we're going, why are all these out-of-state cars, there? And that's why. So kind of fun, funny, interesting. But so the walkthrough is going to happen later on this week. By the weekend, I'm going to do like a walkthrough. So I'm going to walk through the gaming area, let you guys all see it really well. We hit pictures. I'll post those on the Facebook. And I wanted to walk from the gaming area to the vendor area so vendors realize you're not far away. Literal walking time from the time you walk out of the game area and you hit the vendor area is less than 5 seconds of walking. It's literally just like 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's a few steps.
It's a quick trip.
Yeah. So they have the gaming area. Then you walk out the side, 2 pair of side doors, and then there's the small little buffet area, which is where the breakfast nook is at. And then there's the vendor rooms. We have 2 rooms for vendors. We're going to have space for 35 vendors.
Yep.
Okay. So 35 vendors. So when the tabletops page comes up live tonight or tomorrow, you'll be able to, if you're a vendor, you're going to be able to sign up for vendor space. There's going to be 2 different kinds of vendor spaces. There's going to be 28 normal vendor spaces, and there's going to be 7 premiums. The premiums line one wall of the game area. So those are going to be the premium spaces for you vendors who really want to be in the mix right there. You're going to be able to get them. And then in the vendor area, there's the standard size 8x8 booths. And then we have a pair of corners that are roughly like, I think it's almost 12-foot lineal space by 8 foot. So nice little roomy vendor areas. We're going to have them a good deal. We're having for a really good price. We're not doing this for the money. We're doing this because we want to run a game convention. We want to bring a game convention to Michigan. We want to be able to bring a lot of fun and a lot of gaming in Michigan. And, we're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff. But I want to talk about Scott Mulder real quick. Scott Mulder's in the comments, and Scott is a guy that I have come to know on Facebook, and I think I would call a friend. And Scott basically is also an artist. And Scott has volunteered to do kind of a mascot for the con, but we already have a kind of a mascot for the convention. So I decided we're going to use his little creature, the Fuddtard. And what this creature is going to be, he's going to be the antagonist in a special game module we're creating for the convention. So you can buy a game module that kind of celebrates the game convention, and he's going to be the bad guy in it. I'm not going to get into the details of what he is, how he is, or anything like that, but he's really interesting. But let me show you a quick photo of him. Go ahead. You got something?
Oh, I was just saying suspense on all the details of him, but
yeah,
they'll have to wait.
Yeah, but he's basically based off of a pretty cool some people we know. Let's just put it that way. So this is the preliminary drawing of the Fuddtard. He's got himself a big old flask of specialized whiskey there. And hope he paid his tax on it, though. And a few other things that you guys can go ahead and take a look at. And so, yeah. So basically, it's going to be a 1E. We're going to have 2 versions. We have a 1E and a 5E version of it. That way, no matter what you play, you can play the special adventure. It's yet to be named. I kind of have the concept in my head. If anybody wants to offer suggestions or ideas, you're more than welcome to offer a suggestion or idea. But it's designed to be fun for the convention. We have a lot of really cool people coming too. Let me real quick. You are very welcome. Well-deserved compliment to you, Scott. And by the way, thank you very much for creating this character for our module. It is well appreciated. So basically, the people that are coming to WizardCon. I mean, right now, let me go pull up the. Sorry about this. I wasn't too prepared for it, but I want to go ahead and get into a few of the people that are coming to this event.
Well, I can't think of his name, but the guy that couldn't come because it was on Easter weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to get into them in one
Okay.
minute. Yep. So we're gonna get into the core group of people that we got coming here. Um, if I can find it, my apologies, folks. I am sitting here and I'm going duh on my thing. But at any rate, we have Tim Kask is coming.
Mhm.
We have Jim Wampler. We've got Darlene. I am pretty sure Heidi Gygax Garland and Eric Gygax Garland are coming. I gotta still do a confirmation with them, but I think that's a 99% on them coming. We got Rob Conley from Bat in the Attic Games is coming. We got Joe Block, the Greyhawk Grognard is coming. We got David Floor from Dark Light Entertainment coming. We got Eric Tenkar from Tenkar's Tavern coming. We got Tom Verrote from Tabletop Tap Room coming. Trying to think, we did have Merle Rasmussen, but Merle had a previous engagement, which I'm going to talk to him now because it was actually that weekend he had the engagement. For those of you who don't know who Merle Rasmussen is, Merle Rasmussen created Top Secret, among other things. So we're going to talk to him now to say, hey, hint, hint, you're not going that weekend. You want to come on up to Michigan and come to that. So at this point, Jeff D is up 99%. I gotta wait for him because he's got let me know about an event. So Jeff D from TSR Dungeons and Dragons fame and all that. I think I mentioned Jim Wampler from Mud Puppy Games is coming. So we have a nice lineup of celebrity guests that are coming that offer a lot to the con, that offer a lot to people who want to go ahead and get their books signed, maybe have a photograph with them. I know that I've already talked to Tim extensively about the convention. Tim is going to be running a specialized game on Saturday. And what the game is going to be is it's going to be a 4-hour game session that you're going to be able to game with Tim. It's going to be a pay event. And the reason why we're doing a pay event is because not only do you get Tim's game, but you're going to get the module itself signed by Tim, and there's going to be specialized food and drink in the room with you. You're going to be in a private room with Tim for 4 hours, hopefully lasting 4 hours and living 4 hours. Tim plays first edition, so luckily maybe it was Easter. Maybe it should have been Easter. But Tom from Tabletop Taproom, how you doing, buddy? So basically, like I said, we got a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to be talking to some other people that are coming to the convention. And what I'm going to be basically doing in talking with them is I'm going to see if there's going to be anybody there that is willing to do something a little special. I know that Heidi and Eric do their gaming stuff, so I'm going to see if they want to do their stuff. They do Gaxland, which is a cool set of old school gaming modules. Terry, Top Secret is one of my favorite espionage role playing games. Yeah, it's a really cool game for those of you who have not played the game before. And if I can get Merle there, I guarantee we're going to be running Top Secret. If not, again, with the tabletop events page up, if you want to run a game, I really, really hope that you'll sign up and do a game. This is for everything. You want to run a board game of Risk, play it. Put a board game of Risk up that you want to play. Axis and Allies, run a board game. This isn't just an RPG convention. If you want to play Dungeons and Dragons, Traveler, GURPS, play a role-playing game. If you want to go ahead and, you want to run Magic the Gathering or Pokemon or Lorcana, pick it up, play it. That's what this is all about. This is a game convention.
You do?
Hey, Don, have you brought your good wife to the show? Yes, I did. I call her the boss. She's the one that kind of goes, hey, tone it down a bit.
Well, I have many titles because I, do your proofreading some, and
yeah.
I give a lot of input into everything.
She does. Risk the RPG. You know what? That actually could be a really cool tabletop combat game. But in a way, Tom, it already is kind of a tabletop combat game. But I guess it could be kind of expanded. So,
but what's nice about all the different type of games you can do is we have a whole bunch of different table squares and rounds and.
Oh, thank you. See, this is what I got her on. She keeps you straight. Tom Quick says, I'd call mine the boss, but I don't want to go to her head. It's too late. Too late. I'm too deep in it with her.
You know, I need my shirt with all my different titles.
Yeah. On the back then. As far as her mentioning just now, that's another thing that's really cool about this and unique. What we've done, we've set this game room up with a unique set of rectangular tables. So if you're doing just like some magic or some cards or maybe just something small, we also have 4-foot rounds, which you can play an RPG at, whatnot. And we also have 4-foot by 4-foot square tabletop games. So if you're running a tabletop war game like Warhammer or something like that, or if you're playing like Knights of the Sky or anything like that, that's a little bit more old school, you can have a table. And if you guys need an additional table, and this is what's really nice about this, is if you guys get into the con and one of the 4x4 squares just is not big enough for you, let us know. There's going to be a bunch of us in specialized shirts. You're going to know exactly who all the staff are. Reach out to us and say, hey, can I get another 4x4 bumped up? We can go off. They've got plenty of tables there. We'll bring another table in for you immediately, and we'll get you hooked up where you maybe got like a 4x8 for your gaming. There's a lot of room in this gaming area for a lot of players. So the convention itself is set up really well. Tom says Flintlock the War Game is kind of a fantasy meets Napoleonics as an interesting miniatures too. Bad alternative armies never did an RPG. Flintlock, too bad. Yes, I agree. Also, I'm trying to think the name of the game system. It is a tabletop World War II using tanks and such, but they use like I think it's 1/72 scale armor, which is fairly good size. I am connected with a group of guys from Kalamazoo who are running these games. They have a club. They have a Facebook page. I'm trying to think the name of the game system. My apologies. It's been a bad couple of days for me, but basically,
I don't know the game, but if they have tiger tanks, I'm all in.
Yeah, I make her 1/16 scale tiger tanks. She likes her German tiger tanks. Not Flames of War. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and real quickly. I'll tell you guys in a minute. It is because these guys, they're not even in my short list. My apologies. Basically, it starts with a B. I'm gonna remember at the moment I get off video. But basically, what it is,
bolt action.
That's it. Thank you, Tom. Keep me straight. Bolt action. So it's a really cool World War II based tabletop game. Those guys are going to be there in force. I know we got tabletop game going. I know that there's going to be a lot of 1E and 5E D&D going because of who we have coming. So 1E and 5E Dungeons and Dragons is covered. We've got I know that if we can get Merle Rasmus is there, we definitely have Top Secret covered. We got both covered. I've had a few people reach out to the Facebook page where they said, hey, I want to go ahead and do Magic the Gathering. We have a Pokemon group and a Lorcana group coming. So these spots are all going to get filled real quick. And if you're coming from out of state or if you're coming from a little bit of a drive away, $86 a night for hotel you can't really beat. Vendor setup is going to be on Thursday. We're going to be figuring out a definitive time. It's probably going to be from right around 1 or 3 o'clock on for vendor setup. Vendor setup should be pretty simple, pretty streamlined. They've got it all hooked up there. They're going to have it all set up for us. They're going to have it all cleared the way so people can bring their stuff through. It's got big old triple wide doors in the front, so you don't got to worry about your carts full of stuff. Now, I want to talk a little bit about vendor security real quick. Toby has good track record, been around for a while. Yes, it does a very good track record. I actually think I want to get into it. I'm gonna be hanging out with I'm gonna go check them out when they're there, because I'm a big World War II armor fan. But vendor security, I know there's gonna be some questions about how's my stuff gonna be secure. I'm leaving there at 9 o'clock at night. What happens? People are gonna have access. No, they're not. That's why we're putting the vendors in a specialized room, 2 rooms actually. That way, at 9 o'clock, when the vendors walk out, those doors can be securely locked. Nobody has access to it except us. We have the main key, and so does the hotel. Along with that, the main gaming area. So if you have a gaming setup all set up and you don't want to take it down, like for the bolt action guys, or if you have a D&D tournament going right in the middle and you got a break, um, when everybody walks out at 9 o'clock, we're locking the place down. The game room will be locked until 9 o'clock the next morning. Um,
And every time we've been there, they've had to unlock the doors. So they
Yeah.
always keep the doors locked.
mm,
You know, even when we're not there, it's just a security measure.
yeah, they're very, very secure there. Um, also, I forgot one other person. We have author Stephen Lake. Stephen Lake's going to be there. Stephen does a sci-fi series called the Earthly series. He's been a good friend of mine for
Well, as
one.
almost as long as you've known
Yeah,
me, so almost 16 years.
yeah, yeah. And me and Steve have been very close friends. We talk every single day. He's a good guy. He's a really talented author. He does a lot of sci-fi stuff. So Steve's going to be there also with his books. So basically, if you are an author, if you are a vendor of games or anything else, go ahead and let us know. We'd love to have you there. And along with that, some other things about the venue. I'm a little bit back and forth, but I just want to make sure everybody has all the information they need. Um, the restaurant and pub, like I said, is a full restaurant, full pub. So if you want a Jack and Coke, you can get a Jack and Coke. If you want an iced tea with lemon, you can get an iced tea with lemon. So on the website, we're going to have some rules as far as conduct, dress code, that type of thing. It is a family friendly event. I've been asked by a couple of local groups if we can allow cosplay there. My view is if you want to dress up, dress up. We're going to be planning on having something for the kids, like a contest for the kids on Sunday, something fun. Tom, it is a British style pub restaurant. So you can think of things like American food. They're gonna have burgers and fries and chicken strips and stuff like that for people who just want some easy chow. But they're also going to go ahead and have things, I believe, like Scotch eggs, maybe, I think. But I know they're going to do like a shepherd's pie. They're going to have some type of stew. They're going to make it fun, and they're going to kind of theme it. Yes, they got shepherd's pie and fish and chips.
And I know we have to set the menu by
April 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're actually going to work with us for the menu. So what I'm going to do is this on the website is I'm going to have a link on the website where you can say suggest food. So we're going to have like under venue, we're going to have a thing called restaurant. You're going to click on it. And it's going to show a picture of the restaurant, and it's going to have their normal basic menu. So you can look at that and say, hey, make sure they have this on there or that on there. And if you want something kind of unique or different, if we get enough people asking for it, I'm sure they're happy to accommodate us. They're very, very accommodating to this convention.
They are. And they're also letting you bring in outside food.
Yes. So as an example, this is important. See, this is why I keep her on. Keep her by the payroll. As an example, if you are at the convention and you want some pizza, and you just want some Domino's pizza or wherever, or there's some place unique that you're like, I really like to go there, but I don't want to leave the convention, you can call DoorDash or Uber Eats. They deal with both. And what they'll do is they'll allow them to bring outside food into the convention. So not many conventions allow that. Most of them that serve food want you to buy them. But like he said, he goes, I don't care. He goes, have them Uber eat it in. Each table is going to have a number card. There's going to be a stand up with a number card. The purpose of the number card is, so as an example, when you look at the map, the road map of the room, all the tables will be numbered. If you want a special table, you can say, I want table 25. We will do our best to accommodate you. I cannot guarantee it. Okay. Depends on how many people we have respond to the convention. But what it's important on is this, is when Uber Eats shows up, you say, I'm at the convention at the 4 Point Sheraton. They'll say, okay, under instructions, say I'm at table 32. I'm at table 19. That way they can walk in, they can look around, grab you, go right to your thing, say, are you Joe Doe? Yes, here you go, here's your food. So, nice thing for food. They're also allowing us to have other outside vendors there. So we're looking into some unique entertainment to come in there. Real quick, they also have given us additional specialized game rooms, private game rooms. So if you have a large group and you want to run a special game that is just unique maybe to your group of 8 or 10 people, We have, I believe, three.
Three of them. Yep.
Yep. Three specialized rooms that have adequate table and seat space where you and your private group can go in. There's going to be no charge for those rooms, but you're going to have to let us know well in advance if you want one. I'm going to be honest with you. If you got a group of 4 people, we're probably not going to allow you to take the room just because of the fact that they're really big, and they're designed more for the larger groups. 8 people on up. We just don't want small little tiny groups taking up an entire room. Now, if you have a club where you're going to have 3 or 4 different games going, but they're made up of like 12 people or something, that's great because one of the rooms has multiple tables inside of it. And on top of that, if you want to have private bar service, let us know. We're going to be offering that on the tabletop events page where they'll bring a bar in for an hour or two and serve you guys drinks. It's an extra charge, but that's what we're willing to do for you. So it's kind of a cool thing. Also, along with that, if like I said, we're going to have a couple for like costumes. We've had a lot of people reach out to us and they want cosplay. And I know that a lot of gamers don't really care much for cosplay. But if my view is if we're going to have people that want to show up dressed up, I'm not going to turn them away. They're wanting to have fun just like everybody else. Why not? And if we have enough of them, we're going to have kind of like a costume contest, something fun, And again, on the website and also on our Facebook page, when you go to Wizard Tower, or not Wizard Tower, WizardCon Facebook page, if you have an idea for an event, drop me a PM. Also, along with that, if you want to go ahead and drop us an email at info@wizardcon.org, go ahead and do it. Drop us info. Let us know things like, I have an idea to make the event more fun. I have an idea to make it more interesting. I want this game on the convention. That type of thing. In that way, we can make it better as a community because that's what we want to do. We want to take this convention and we want to make the convention better. It's a small convention by standards. We're going to be able to do about 300 to 350 people a day, maybe a little bit more if we start filling out rooms and such. Probably upwards of about 400. So just south of North Texas RPG Con. And we're going to kind of use them to emulate them. Smaller convention. When we have the convention in 2026, which we are going to have the same convention in 2026, we're going to keep the same venue. We want that same small vibe. We want that same small community gaming atmosphere. And it's actually quite a lot of people if you think about it. I mean, having almost 400 people crammed into a gaming room and throughout a convention space or a hotel space is actually a lot of people. So it'll be a lot of fun. And there's a lot of nooks and crannies that you can go ahead and you and your group can go and sit down and play a game on, something like that if you don't want to game in the game room. So we're going to have a certain amount of tickets we're going to sell online at the tabletop events page, and then we're going to have a certain amount of tickets we're going to keep kind of like people coming into the convention and doing. So, again, if you want to go ahead and you want to attend the convention, tabletop events page is going to be live tonight or possibly tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, because it's getting a little bit late tonight. But again, this is the email, info@wizardcon.org, if you want to go ahead and you want to get anyone or any information to us regarding ideas, how to make the convention better. You got any questions, happy to answer them to you, anything like that. So if anyone has any questions, happy to take them. If not, that's pretty much our video for tonight, right?
It is. I think the food survey, if you get that up, would be really helpful because I went to a school event the other day and they did a charcuterie party, and I thought it was really neat that like all the food was in small type of cups. Yeah. And so to kind of get the vibe of what people like to have to eat there and different things. One that I noticed when I was reading online was people started having, what was it? Smoothies.
Yes.
At them.
Yeah.
And so I know people are held nuts with cheese and meats and stuff, but I thought that was different. I've never heard of smoothies at a
and another thing we're going to talk to them about is for people who have issues with gluten or certain allergies, let us know if and I'm going to have this bannered all over the place. If you have a gluten allergy or there's some other food allergy, let us know. Now, keep in mind one thing: and they've already kind of thrown this at me via email. The problem with gluten allergies, keep in mind, is they don't have like a separate gluten preparation area. So if you are like hyper sensitive to gluten, there are restaurants in Kalamazoo that will DoorDash you to or Uber Eat your food to you. Mm-hmm. So if you're really sensitive to it and such, either you can bring a gluten tester, which some people have, or we will have a list of gluten free, like certified gluten free restaurants that when you order from them, you can guarantee it. Or if you have a nut allergy, there's a couple of restaurants that deal in that type of stuff too. So what we're looking for is looking for a fun, safe, enjoyable 3 days of gaming, and that's what we're planning we're going to have. And we've got some really cool people coming to the convention. We got some really cool guests coming, and the guest list ain't over with yet. I have at least 6 other people saying, give me some time. I need a couple of days, or one person needs a some more time. Okay. Again, this is why I got it on the payroll. Lost Adventures of GaryCon. Lost Adventures of GaryCon is shipping later on this week. We should be getting the book in, I'm going to guess sometime, probably finished from binding, totally in, completed by Friday. I got some maps I still have to print. A couple of my maps didn't turn out the way I like them. I want them really nice quality for you. And then along with that, we've got I have to finish printing and cutting the cards and put them in card cases and such. So start looking for. We're a week late, but better to be a week late than and have them right and have it nice. So everything's turning out beautiful, by the way. Yeah, everything's turning out beautiful. So definitely. So other than that, we're at 32 minutes. Probably not really going to burn up a lot of time in tonight's live. Just want to kind of give you guys a discussion about the convention, about some food on it. Anyone have any questions or anything?
I think it's just been really exciting planning the convention.
Yeah. Like I said, we had, and I want to real quick, WizardCon virtual. We're getting that here in a moment. We had plans for WizardCon 2024, and without going into too much detail, I think everybody knows the story of why that was ruined. And thankfully, we have a very game-friendly, game-centric convention organizer. So's his general manager. They're both old-time gamers. Matter of fact, today when I was talking to him, he's coming there on his day off and going to come to the con. Yes, Tom, we're gonna have real quick. We're gonna have T-shirts. We're gonna have swag there. We're gonna have WizardCon cups. We're gonna have all kinds of stuff people can buy that are gonna be a couple different designs. So that's gonna be there. A lot of fun for that. You can also order your Wizard Tower or your Wizard Tower. Got my mind. WizardCon swag even beforehand, so you can bring it with you. I will tell you right now, we're going to have WizardCon swag for sale. And if you show up in a WizardCon t-shirt, okay, if you're wearing your WizardCon t-shirt on day 1 or day 2 of it, I'm going to do something special for you. Just because you're representing and because you're supporting the con, we're going to give away something fun to you.
How many designs of shirts do you think we'll have?
We'll probably have 2 to 3. 2 to 3 nice little designs. We're going to definitely have, real quick. Oh, Scott Mulder, thank you. Can't wait to meet you. Can't wait to have you there. This convention's going. There's no way this convention's getting messed up. We've already shown all the emails that were presented before. We showed them everything, and he laughed at them. And he said, let the guy try. You're more than welcome to wear that, Tom. You might even qualify for a free gift with that on too. Definitely. So, I want to talk a little bit about Jim Wampler from Mud Puppy Games. Jim Wampler has become what I consider a solid friend of mine. And everybody knows that Jim and Tim Kask are like that, very, very close friends. They go to GaryCon together, and they'll be coming up together for this. Now, Jim has been gracious enough to do some of the design work on WizardCon logos. And he's already shown me one preliminary logo. I love the dang thing. It's got a really cool 80s, 70s vibe to it. So that's going to probably be one of the ones on shirts, definitely. And I'm going to show that once me and Jim get it kind of all solidified. He's very picky about his work, and I don't blame him. You know what I mean? I think that, got to be picky if you want it good. And with Jim Walper, you get it good. So we've got Jim Walper behind some of the logos, some of the main convention logos. That's going to be great. Um, oh, geez, I was going to mention something else.
Tim.
No, we already said about Tim Kask is coming.
Yeah.
So basically, like I
He's
said,
really excited too.
yeah,
I know
Tim's
there's a
real
lot
excited.
of people out there excited, but
Yeah, but me and Tim has extensive phone conversations. In fact, we were on the phone for almost 2 hours there a night, and just he was jamming out ideas on, hey, do this, do this. This is a way to make the convention better. And he's kind of like my Obi-Wan for this. You know what I mean? Because he's has so much experience behind him, and he has so much knowledge behind him. And I really am, kind of like going off his lead. So this convention is going to rock. Um, Again, with the swag and everything, we're gonna have t-shirts, we're gonna have some drinkware, probably some keychains. We're gonna have a Wizard Tower Games table there. I am gonna be fair. I'm not picking the table until the last table before the last one's chosen. I'm gonna let everybody have their share of tables. We're gonna take what's left. That way, it's fair, and because I'm not gonna take like a prime space as the convention organizer and go see. No, we'll
No.
wait till everybody has theirs, and then we'll take what is left. That's what's fair. Um, Other things that pertain to the con, again, I mentioned real briefly something about appropriate wear. What do you wear at the convention? It's going to be in late April, so it's still going to be a little chilly. So spring jacket, whatnot. The convention space keeps the AC blaring because they know they're going to have a lot of people in there. So just dress appropriately. If you're going to wear cosplay, remember we may have it is a family friendly event. Okay, so I'll just leave it at that. So, I'll we'll just leave it as exercise common sense if you're going to wear costumes or whatnot. It is a family friendly event. You know, there's going to be children and old people there. Okay, so let's keep it clean, as my dad says. And then on top of that, we've got again, we're going to have alcohol present. Just remember one thing: it's a big event. Just be moderate. Everyone's an adult. I'm not there to lecture you. I'm not there to watch over you. Um, we are going to have security on site. I am right now in talks with a couple people who are law enforcement. They're going to be probably there over the weekend, working security. They're going to be very low key, but they're there just in case. And they do have deputized powers in Kalamazoo. So if they have to go ahead and be drastic and take somebody into custody because something got really crazy, for the safety of the convention goers, we're going to have people there with those powers. So, but they've also going to be given instructions as don't mess with people. This is, people are allowed to get loud. You can get fun. You can have a ball. You can go ahead and let your hair down. That's what this is all about. But also keep in mind, it's a convention, it's a public space, and after event parties. Okay, we all know how conventions are. We all know, what happens when you have people's in the room. They want to have private parties and whatnot. Have them. We welcome them. If you want to go ahead and pass your room number around to certain people and say, "Hey, my room tonight, 9:30 till 2:30 in the morning." You know what? Knock yourself out. You know what I mean? They do room service and they'll deliver drinks right up to your room. And that way you can have a party. If you want to bring your own, have it sit in your room in the cooler, knock yourself out. Order some pizza with it. Get a local pizza joints, a good thing. Kalamazoo has some of the best ethnic food out there. We're going to have a list of restaurants who are going to sponsor us. We're going to be reaching out to a lot of different eateries and going, do they want to sponsor the event? That way they can go on the Uber Eats and DoorDash menu. So they'll be prominently displayed along with, you'll probably get a pack with their menu or their website, probably QR code. So you can scan the QR code with your phone and you can go directly to their website and order their food, and Uber Eats or DoorDash will bring it right to you. So that's pretty much it. We've been at almost 40 minutes. Appreciate everybody for coming on. Appreciate the comments and everything and questions. Again, info@wizardcon.org if you want to go ahead and have questions or comments. If you got some input, ideas. Website is going live within a couple days. Tonight or tomorrow, the tabletop events page is going to be up. And then we're at that point, you're going to see a link to the Sheraton specialized. They got a specialized site that you're going to click on to get the special $86 a night rate at them. And once the tabletop events page is up, we're going to be putting the same link up on our Facebook page, the WizardCon Facebook page, and tagging it. It's also going to be on our website. So I suggest that if you want to come, get organized, get situated. If anything, get your hotel in line first. Now, if you have a problem, as an example, let's say the hotel space sells out and you can't get a room, let me know via email. There is another hotel. There is a Holiday Inn Express directly across the parking lot, like within a 2-minute walk of the front door.
Yeah, they share a parking space.
Like the big parking lot. So
Yeah.
If you run out of space at WizardCon, you can get it there. Now, I'm going to go there this week and I'm going to talk to them and say, hey, listen, we're doing WizardCon across squad. Can we get a special rate from you? I'm not going to say it's going to be $86 a night. Okay. But I'm going to tell them we got $86 a night over at the Sheraton. So maybe they'll come close to matching it, because I checked them and I think they're right around the $150 a mark also. So we're going to see if they'll kind of do something for us. And maybe we'll have, once the hotel sells out, we can go ahead and give you something else too.
Yeah, I can't remember how many rooms the Sheraton has.
187 rooms. So if you want to team up with some people, if you want to come in and say, hey, we'll get like two singles, or two queens or two kings. You want to team up with somebody and do it, go ahead. It's $86 a room. So there you go. You can't beat the deal. So we appreciate you guys all on the video. Again, links are coming up here in the next day or two. And I really suggest people really get on this, because I have a lot of people messaging me on the WizardCon Facebook, and also they've been emailing me on the Wizard Tower Games one, and this email going, let me know, because I want to get at least my hotel at the very minimum. So there's going to be a run on the hotel.
One more thing. I think somehow the Sheraton has linked, when they link their site, they put in the pictures of the rooms.
Yes.
All of that as well.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see what the rooms look like, and they're nice rooms. I mean, they're not. This isn't Red Roof Inn. This is a nice hotel, and they have nice rooms. And real quick, before we go, they're literally 3 minutes off the highway. And the 3-minute worst part is you gotta go around the one circle, so it's a little bit busy of a highway circle. Like that one was really weird. British roundabouts. Tom knows what I'm talking about. For some reason, Kalamazoo loves roundabouts now. So that's what they're doing. Mm-hmm. It's like us today. If I would have got through the roundabout, I would have been at the hotel inside of 2 minutes, but we had to sit there for about 3 or 4 minutes while cars were waiting to go and such.
Well, I think we hit it during
prime rush hour too. Today.
Rush, yeah.
So me and Tina, my wife, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate the support. And again, even if you don't get your tickets at this point for plane tickets, you might want to get your event tickets and at least the hotel booked, and also maybe set up for games. And as people start putting games in, I encourage you to sign up for the games, because it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a real cool convention. We got a lot of cool people coming, and a lot of stuff. So, Tom, good night. Again, thank you very much. This is Don, and this is my wife, Tina.
Good night.
Good night. And we'll talk to you guys later.